Hi YouTube, it's DIY Music Survival again. I'm back after a long and very pleasant weekend with my family. Here to talk to you some more about some music production topics. I just chose the one on the spot again today, like always, until I get some suggestions, which I would love. I would love for people to comment on my videos or subscribe. I use a Premiere setting. I use a Premiere feature, on YouTube. So you can, there's an open discussion board on there where you can post whatever you want about the video. I'm gonna make an effort to try to premiere or like set up the Premiere promotional feature a day or two in advance to when I release a video, so you can comment there. Also subscribe, like my videos, all that shit that everyone talks about. If you are interested in the topic that I'm bringing to the table. Yeah, there's many ways to get a hold of me, get in touch with me, let me know how I'm doing, or if there's any ways I can improve, or if there's any topics that you think I should cover. I would love to hear from you guys, and I hope I get an audience. I hope I get a substantial audience at some point, and I'm just going to keep doing it until I do, because I'm really motivated, and I'm not going to quit, because I know I have something to teach a lot of artists, and I see a lot of artists doing wrong, and you're going to have to start accepting some feedback from people, and that's really the topic I'm going to discover now. The subject of this video is the number one musical tool to ensure your success. Alright, here it is. You want to hear it? The number one tool to ensure your musical success. That number one tool, drum roll, people. People are going to ensure your success. Alright? People. That includes you. That includes other people. That includes collaborators. So don't get so much fucking pride that you're not willing to work with other people, including like producers. Producers probably they run the risk of like falling under scrutiny because it's like they have a lot to say to artists about their creative output, and it's like, well, why don't you just worry about yourself, or like, how come your music isn't any good? Well, that's because I'm a producer. Everyone has something different to bring to the table, including producers, including artists, including promoters, including managers, all that type of stuff. So I think a lot of people that stunt their own growth because they have too much pride to work with other people, and they want their name to be on every aspect of the music. Well, guess what? Most music that's self-produced isn't very good. Most of the artists who are unwilling to take instruction and advice and correction from other people are not very good. And then I see them, a lot of artists grow frustrated because they invest all this money in all this expensive equipment, and like they'll go out and buy like a $50,000 microphone, and they'll buy spend thousands of dollars on a mixer, and spend all this money on all these compression tools and equalizers and maybe even analog equipment, but that is not going to replace a good idea from a creative person. Without the creative person, like, that is the central focal point of all the rest of the technical equipment, including microphones, including effects, including promotion, even like buying. I see people like buying plays, like paying for people to play their music, so it looks like they have a lot of plays on SoundCloud or wherever the fuck, and then they think that people are actually going to like their music then, or they're going to get attention then, and they haven't actually addressed the problem of why people aren't listening to music, and it's probably just because your music isn't very good, man. Or like maybe it is good, maybe you're talented, but you just haven't applied that to something that people want to actually listen to. And I'm not, and again, these are not targeted at anyone, man. Like, these could apply to me too. These could apply to anyone. And the thing about music is, it's not one of those things where, most technical skills or like work skills, it's like you do it for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, you improve over time. You gain experience over time. But music isn't like that. You hit a peak, and then after that, you start to fall back down. So you need to work your way up to your peak, and then you need to realize when it's over, or you need to just keep growing as much as you can. Figure out how you can keep evolving your craft. Keep evolving, and you're gonna evolve by finding people to work with who respect you, and by making it a team effort. When you work with a team, you become bigger than the sum of your parts. When one person is making music and they get together with another person making music, they make something better than they could have made on their own. That's the whole point of a team, and we need to start working as teams in music and make them big productions like movies. Do you want to watch a movie that one person made by themselves? No, I mean, I don't. I mean, unless it's like a special exception of some kind, but most of those things are not very good because the people making them have too much pride to take feedback from anybody and too much pride to compromise their vision. Even if like listening to someone else's feedback would actually improve their vision and make their vision more of what they were looking for. Because again, like your listeners are the ones you're selling to. Like you're making a product for listeners. They're the ones supporting you. They're your support system. So people, man, don't underestimate the influence of other people on your music, the positive influence of other people. Even people who don't like your music. Use them as just a way of accepting yourself. I mean, not everyone's going to like your shit. I mean, even the greatest thing, one man's hit is another man's shit. So even like your favorite song, your favorite artist, your favorite album, there's someone out there you could show it to and they're going to be like, what the fuck is this shit? Have you ever like played music that you really liked around somebody else and it's like not even you liked it anymore once you played it in front of someone else? It's like, damn, I was really in my zone with this shit when I was by myself, but now not so much because I'm like experiencing it vicariously, not only through myself but through this person I'm trying to show. And then it's like, wow, it doesn't even impact me the same anymore. So that's why it's important to get feedback from other people, show your shit to other people, especially if you're like shy about showing it to other people. That's saying something, because that means you're putting something out there that you would not be willing to show them in person. You want to make music that you're so proud of that you are willing to show anyone, and you'll still feel the same way about it. I mean, that's when you know you've really got something good going on, man. And just don't expect expensive equipment to replace a good idea, because it's not. Like, a lot of people get disappointed because their music isn't what they want it to be, and then they buy all this expensive equipment and then they realize, well, my music's still not what I want it to be. I don't even know what to do with it. I mean, this didn't really help me at all. You'd be better off having a really good idea and putting it out on like a $10, $20 PC mic. You'd be better off doing that, because like if you go back to one of my older videos, I talk about like the history of recording and the phonograph. Like even a cheap ass microphone is like a technological miracle compared to what we had 100 years ago. So keep that in mind, man, and just respect the technology, and even like respect the power that even the cheapest equipment puts in your hands. And you start with the good ideas. You don't get the carriage before the horse, because the horse is you and the carriage is just everything that accompanies the artist after they've got a good idea, man. If it were not for the artists who were impressing people with their music, none of the old record companies would have spent money on all this expensive studio equipment and all this stuff so that the artist could get an album made and get it out there. So keep that in mind, man. That's all I got for this video. I'm going to make it short because I feel like I really hit home with this one. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned because I'm going to have a new video out sometime this week. And have a good day, everybody.